YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, what's good? My name is Richard Peoples, Saas King. I'm coming to you live online to discuss with you today about how to schedule meetings using automation in 2024, scheduling meetings using automation in 2025 and beyond. What's exciting about this workshop? I typically like to go live. What happens when I go live? It sends you a notification via email that I am live, doing a live workshop pop-up. So if you're watching live, great. Nice to meet you. If you're watching this on a recording, great. I'm asking that regardless if you're live or recording, watching a recording, that you like, comment, subscribe. Go ahead and click that button so you can tap in. In this specific workshop, everything that I am attempting to do in creating these live pop-up workshops is to give you the advantage using AI and automation, especially if you're in the SaaS game. SaaS to me is systems as a service. Listen, there's tons of systems out there, regardless if you refer to it as a solution or software. Regardless, I think it's a system that we leverage to accelerate in this economy. In this specific system workshop, I'm going to be walking through what it looks like. I'm going to go ahead and share screen. Yeah, what it looks like for us to leverage automation with appointment setting. I'm actually going to use myself as the example. And by being the example, I mean I'm going to actually go out to Google. And typically today, if we saw each other at an event, at a conference, workshop, maybe a DM, and you said, I'd like to book, I'd love to schedule a meeting with you, I'm going to send you to 1 to 2 places. The first place I'm going to say, you can go to richardpeoples.com. Richardpeoples.com redirects you to my link tree. I have a video that explains how I leverage link tree, like how I gamify it, and you can too. I'm sure there's some better vendors out there. For me, what works is Linktree. And you have all access to everything I have out on the internet. If you want to contact me through WhatsApp, you can click Text Richard, and I actually send you to textrichard.com, where I grab your information and I redirect you to my WhatsApp. If you reach out to me and say you want a meeting, I can say go to my schedulerichard.com button, or just type in schedulerichard.com and it redirects you to Calendly, where you can either schedule a virtual meeting or you can schedule a phone meeting, and soon to be is going to be an in-person meeting. And I'll have a calendar for each of those events. Also, if you go to my link tree and you say, hey, Rich, can you come and do a workshop? Can you come and do a live training on how to leverage AI automation and how it can give us the advantage? I would say, click on book Richard to speak. And where that goes is inviterichard.com, right? Inviterichard.com will redirect you over to a specific calendar living or warehoused in Calendly to schedule a time to have me come and speak virtually or in person. Also, if you said, hey, Rich, how do I work with you? Well, what do you think? It's going to go to a calendar, and I want to go specifically into that calendar inside of Calendly. And what I have here, if you want to learn a little bit more detail about Calendly and you want to go deep into Calendly, you go back and watch the other video I did, which is a Calendly review. I keep pointing over here like the video's somewhere over there. So if you said, hey, Rich, I want to work with you, what you would do is simply click, I would send you actually a calendar meeting, and that calendar meeting would redirect you to a time for us to meet. And we would talk about specifically what it is your needs is, So I would show up to this meeting, you would show up to this meeting, and what we would do is we would audit all of your needs. Now, at this point, I'm not asking a lot of information because I've already asked you a ton of information on the first meeting, but now you're serious about moving forward. You would book here. Now, the reason I have this up is because you can automate every single event that you put up in Calendly. And the way that we do this is we go to integrations. I'm sorry, not integrations, but we go to workflows. And on workflows, we select amongst all the different calendars and all different users who are going to be on that meeting, because some of us are going to round robin it, right? We're going to send it, redirect it to someone else. Someone else is going to take the meeting. But inside of these workflows, I wanted to do a live demonstration of what it looks like to automate, because some of us are asking the question, what does it look like to leverage AI and automation and in the most basic, the most simple structure or form? Well, here it is. If someone were to, schedule a meeting and I don't have the time nor a person to follow up with someone because they said, hey, I would love to move forward. I noticed if I schedule another meeting with you, I have to pay. And I'm willing to pay. It's okay for me to pay. Okay, great. So if I don't want to remember, if I don't want to leverage my mind or my time, I'm buying back 10 minutes, 15 minutes of my time by integrating a workflow. So the idea here, follow me, is by leveraging AI and by leveraging automation. Sometimes it's not a direct output of more money. Sometimes it's a result in more time handed back to you because you're not having to remember to stop driving, right? Maybe you're driving, you're pulling over to the side of the road to go in and to remember to manually send someone a follow-up to get them to that next paid meeting. Well, what if automation or AI could do that for you? So now, in some cases, you're winning on both sides of the spectrum. You're getting back more time and you're getting paid, right? So inside of Calendly, now you can use many other tools to do this. I'm simply pointing you to something that costs $12 a month. All you got to do is go out, right? Go out to the workflow, create a workflow name, select what type of event this is for. As you can see, I'm saying again, it's going to be for a program that I've built specifically called the CAIO 365 program. And I'm going to say this is going to happen once the event ends in the next 24 hours. Because again, I don't want to wake up the next day and have to remember to send that out or to remind an assistant or someone to do that. And then I'm going to say, after 24 hours, I want this to happen. And so this is going to be email to the invitee. And so we would send from Calendly, but I imagine you can also use your email address in there as well for branding, and you can even do a direct integration with that workflow. Also, in addition to, you could build out a template so you don't have to keep rewriting the same email, and you can choose from some of their pre-sorted, pre-assembled email templates to send out. Also, you can update the subject line with certain variables. What are variables? I like to think of variables as custom values. I like to think of variables as something you would replace with something to personalize based on the meeting or event type. And so you would place something in there as it relates to whatever they scheduled for. And then you would come down. Now, for some of you, you would write something out and you would add in those same variables, or you would add in those same custom values. Some of us know it as custom values. And if you are creative, you would go out to maybe a loom.com and embed a video in here to personalize it even more. And also, you can see here, you can include a reconfirmation button. What is a reconfirmation button? It is your invitee will see a button letting them confirm that they will attend your event. Also, you can integrate a cancel, reschedule, because things happen, things come up. And also, if required, some type of policy, you can have a cancellation policy, especially if you're collecting the bag on the meeting. All right, so let's go ahead and click done. And here's the best part. Calendly is going to give you an additional 5 actions. So if that's not enough, you can add in more automations. All right, now, once someone follows this sequence, you go ahead and simply click save. And I'm not going to save this, but you can simply click save. And you can have a repository, a library of automations for your appointments. So if you are like me and you rely on meetings, there's nothing more to my company, to my business model, other than meetings. Then you can automate all of your meetings and appointments for the rest of 2024, the rest of 2025, if you're watching this in 2025 and beyond. So, concluding, teaching you how to structure, standardize AI and automation into your meeting automation or into your meeting structure, the way that you do meetings, is going to be the thing of the future. Let's face it, you don't always have the time or the bandwidth to continue to automate these meetings. So with that being said, if you got any value from this, bring a friend into this conversation by simply tagging them below by commenting. Go ahead and subscribe, like. So every single time I do these pop-up workshops, I try to keep them 10 minutes short. Sometimes they go a little bit over, depending on how deep we go or how much more we personalize it. But we'll try to keep it short, brief. You can watch it on 2X and say, I didn't even know I could do this inside of Calendly. You are welcome. I look forward to catching up with you on the next pop-up workshop. My name is Richard Peoples, Saas King, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.